Hey everybody, Dr. Greco here, Ministry in a Minute. We're finishing up our week on repentance, and I want to share a very interesting perspective on repentance today. The Apostle Paul said to the Romans, he said in chapter 2, verse 4, "Or do you show contempt for the riches of his kindness, forbearance, and patience, not realizing that God's kindness is intended to lead you to repentance?" One of the dangers of repentance is that what we do is constantly watch ourselves. We're constantly trying to make sure we don't make a mistake. We're always living in this bondage to sin where we're trying to follow all the rules, and we're like trying to police ourselves. And that's not always wrong. We should take sin seriously, and we should do our best not to do the wrong thing. But what Paul reminds us in Romans 2, verse 4, is that our job is to be watching God. God is acting in our lives in such a way that he wants to pull us away from sin. God is blessing us and leading us in such a way that he wants us to realize that we've gone off course, not because we're looking at our own actions, but because we're so enthralled with his. In Hebrews it says, "Fix your eyes on Jesus, the author and the perfecter of our faith." I would argue that if our repentance is based on us following God and keeping our eyes on God, our corrections will be much smaller than if we're watching ourselves, because then we lose focus on who God is. So, fix your eyes on Jesus. Your repentance will be smaller, easier, and more of a blessing to God. We'll see you next week for more Ministries in a Minute.